Man, this shit's ass.
Because I was 11 years old.
Ed?
Yeah, former president a couple of years ago.
I'm about to say I'm about to get canceled.
Black people. Black people are the reason NASCAR.
apologize. Please don't send me to Cincinnati.
All right, so guys, welcome to the ASCA PRERACE show. Now, I want to warrant this. If you heard any of that, no, you didn't. All right, we are gonna leave that in the past because Armani, tonight we have our 5th round of the season here for the Hartman Designs 100 at our first road course, a whole different beast compared to what we've seen so far during the season. I want to ask you, starting off, what can we expect here tonight at Watkins Glen?
It's a really good question. It's the first road course, so it'll be completely different than I think we've seen. But if it's anything like any ASCA race this season, there will be blood.
Oh yeah,
There will be carnage.
yes.
People will die, and people will be happy.
People will be happy. The winner specifically. And I want to talk to you about that winner. We're going to be coming to the first road course of our season. Do you have any idea who we could see up front? Any idea?
That is a fantastic question that I unfortunately don't have an answer for because I have no idea who's going to win this thing.
Well, fortunately for you, I have a driver that I already know is going to be up front. It is going to be our preseason Thunder winner here at Watkins Glen, Alexander Hyder, won last week at Atlanta. He's looking like the favorite here tonight, but I'll tell you, we're going to be seeing a lot of unique faces at the front here tonight for 2 reasons. One, this is a road course, a whole different animal, a whole different skill set compared to what we've seen before, but more importantly, this is going to be the first race where I'm happy to say we're probably going to have a green flag run, because Chris announced earlier this week that caution procedures will be manual for the first time this season, which means only a yellow will come out if there is some kind of blockage on the track. A multi-car incident off track won't mean much. As long as there is an open racing line all the way around track, they're going to be keeping it green, so hopefully we'll be seeing some green flag action, and that's going to give a lot of these faster guys that might get screwed over by pit strategy or by an unlucky caution the opportunity to prevail. But now, Armani, we have some people we got to talk to, and not about what we were talking about earlier. We're going to be talking about racing.
What were we talking about earlier?
Nothing. We weren't talking about anything. Levi Lipe. Levi Lipe.
That's a good idea.
Levi, so your first 4 races of the season,
First of all, I'd like to say I'm very sorry. I said a thing that should never, ever be said. And anyway,
OJ, no,
Driving to deep left field
OJ, no.
by Castellanos.
No.
A 4-run ball game.
Thank you, OJ. Anyway, back to you, Levi. First 4 races of the season have not went well for you. You were actually having a fantastic run in Atlanta before Cheery, who we'll talk about later, caused the big one on one of the restarts. He got collected in that. So tonight, there's not going to be as many cautions, surely, as we've had during the first 4 races of the season. So now I want to ask you, what's your expectations here for tonight?
probably to get wrecked at some point again.
Well, that's not...
No.
The expectations for this season have they've been low. They've been low.
Yeah.
Understandable.
It's pretty bad when just finishing a race is on the list of expectations.
Have you done any practice here tonight, Levi, for Watkins Glen, or are you going in blind?
I'm pretty much just going in based off what I had in preseason testing, and if I have what I had in preseason test, if I had what I had in preseason testing, I think I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, where'd you finish in the preseason Thunder?
12th.
You know what? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good run. That'd be your best finish. That'd be your best finish.
Would that be his only finish?
Yeah, have you?
Would that be your only finish?
Yeah.
No, I finished 3 of the 4 races.
Look at you. Uh-oh.
Hey,
Chris.
Chris, I said nothing.
He didn't say anything.
Hi, Chris. We didn't say anything.
We didn't say anything.
I'm not here for that. I'm here to ask Mr. Gavin and Graham a question.
Yes, hello, what's up?
How difficult was the Gen 4 around the Glen?
It was okay. So with no practice, that video you watched was literally my only lap I ever did. So like, yeah, I didn't do. I don't think I'm the right person to ask this question to.
It's not really the most difficult as long as you're patient on the throttle. You really
Yeah.
gotta wait for the car on exit of the corner. If you don't wait for the car on exit of the corner, you're gonna spin. So you
Levi.
have to wait.
I'm getting a lot of people telling me maybe I should drop the engine power from 100.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. Maybe put the limiter back on that thing for...
We were completely fine during preseason Thunder without it, so...
I'd say wing it. They're gonna be wrecking anyway. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's a stock car at a road course. They're gonna be wrecking anyway. Yeah, it's ASCA, so...
Yeah.
We still race like we're on Roblox.
It's true. It's true. But Levi,
Wall ride.
I'm going to go ahead and let you go here. Hopefully the performance you have here tonight is relative to the performance you had at preseason Thunder. And hey, maybe you will finally be able to get a good finish. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm running the Go Bowling car, so
Oh,
hopefully
no.
I'm not the bowling. Hopefully I'm
Oh,
the
no.
bowling ball and not the bowling pin.
I hope so. Hopefully you cause the wrecks and aren't in them.
No, neither.
Goodbye, Levi Leip. And now, Owen Chabinski. Still in the playoff picture throughout the first 4 races of the season. You've been, even though you've been in trouble, you've wrecked in every race, I'm pretty sure, in some way, shape, or form. You've still been able... No?
Auto Club I wasn't.
Really?
I don't think.
Really?
I don't think so.
Damn, well, good for you then. Never mind. But ignoring that little blunder on my end, you're coming into tonight within the top 12. You're coming over here at the Gen 4 at Watkins Glen. You got past... Oh, my God. I killed myself. Chris never updated the points on the website.
No, I didn't. I'm doing it tomorrow.
I just assumed... What?
I'm sorry. I took the last turn a little too hot.
Okay, so...
Is it undrivable for somebody like you?
It's not great, but I feel like that's just me. It's hard to control on the exits of corners, but I know I can be way more patient on it.
Okay, while you're testing, go to the garage and drop that thing down 5% handicap.
5%. Okie dokie.
So, OJ, how is practice going for you out there? We just got a little bit of a reaction out of you, reckon, so I imagine it's not going particularly great.
No, I think it's going great.
Oh, really?
I would just, yeah.
Give it 5%
eternally
handicap. Tell me how it drives.
That's what I'm doing. I think I'm
Because
definitely.
if it's terribly undrivable, I can put us on the ARCA car.
No, it's not.
It's that
necessary.
undrivable.
Let's see. I'm all
Be
5 now.
fine.
Well, while these guys are experimenting with the setups, I'm going to be showing you guys a new segment here on Preseason Thunder where we're going to be going behind the wheel for a lap around Watkins Glen, and you guys get to experience what OJ's going through.
I can
Wait.
Never mind.
So starting up on the lap here, we're going to cross the finish line. When these guys restart, they're going to be going 3-4 wide down into the heavy braking zone of turn 1. You have to go all the way down to second gear. Get back on the power. Make sure you don't oversteer. Then we go through the S's. This part's so tricky because the car's at the brink of control uphill. Right here, so much air gets under the fucking car. Jesus! As I save the car, we're going to be going down the long back straight here, coming towards the heaviest braking zone. Down here into what's known as the bus stop, all the way down to second gear. You have to attack these curbs. Make sure you don't lose it too hard. No! Now going into the second half of the lap here. It gets pretty easy here. Now we're going to be going through the carousel. A slow, patient right-hander. Make sure you don't get too much on the power. Then you get gassing coming out of the corner as we go down the second to last straight. Then it's going to be 2 heavy braking left and right-handers down to third gear. I went down to second. Fuck! I might have wrecked it. Ignoring that, now it's 1 corner to go. Coming through the final corner, Jesus! And coming across the start-finish line, that's going to end my lap. That is a lap around Watkins Glen. And as you can see from that, it is a handful. OJ, how's the limiter going there for you?
I definitely think that the limiter is helping a lot. I think it'll help their guys who are not as skilled like me be a little more aggressive on the throttle, keep it on the track a little bit better.
Well, you heard it here, folks. OJC thinks that he should have the limiter. OJ, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. We have a few more people I have to talk to. But hopefully it all goes good for you here tonight.
It will. Ah! Ah!
And as you can hear from that,
what a great send-off.
Yeah, what a great send-off. Him eating shit. Richard Cherry, speaking of eating shit, you didn't have a good one there at the end of Atlanta. Caused a big crash down the front straightaway. How you planning for tonight's race?
I mean, I'm excited because Watkins Glen is probably my favorite road course in iRacing. So, yeah, it should be more clean than normal, except for 10-1 on the start of the race. Because probably someone is gonna, maybe it can even be me again. So, in turn one is gonna just pile everyone in. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what's gonna happen here in the turn one for sure. Now, did I miss here? Is this your first road course? You said?
Not my favorite.
Oh, your favorite. I misheard you. All right, well, that's good. When it comes to your confidence coming into tonight's race, have you done any practice? And if so, how you feeling about your car tonight?
I just did like 2 laps the other day. And that, from then on, it's like everything else is just like our prior experience. So.
You know, Armani, I'm noticing a trend with these guys. Not a lot of them are getting practice. Not a lot of them.
Need it.
They don't need it. All right.
You're fine.
I just wait lazy.
Listen.
I'm noticing a trend.
Parity here.
I do too.
Oh my god.
But here's the problem, Armani. The problem is that the favorite to win this race is Hyder, and that's not parity. That's not parity. That's I want.
If I just realized.
What?
So you know how turn one tends to be a dive bomb.
Yeah, you can dive bomb in there. Yeah.
Look at who has his hands up. Look who has his hand up in the audience.
Oh, fantastic! All right, well, Richard, I don't mean to cut this short, but I'm gonna have to let you go. There's somebody that I need to talk to really quick.
Yeah, we need to have a chat with this guy.
Yeah, but it seems like you're pretty confident here for tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Hopefully, you have a good race and have a good finish.
All right, thank you.
Connor, you've had a great start to your season overall. All right, got a win, got a second place finish last week, had to door Thurston to do it. Oh God, what are you gonna do tonight, Connor? What's your plan? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pull a Lightning McQueen.
Oh really?
Give myself a good pep talk before the race, and then I'm a full send turn one. I'm gonna get 5 positions in the lead.
You better
win this race.
You better. Okay. All right.
Wait, I got a question for Con.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you seen my fantasy team that I sent in the fantasy chat?
I saw 2 teams, I think it was. I didn't look at them too deeply because one of them I have to really zoom in. I really don't feel like doing that.
Well, the one you didn't have to zoom in too big.
Your bench is. Why are the scorings like that? What the hell?
Don't ask.
How is a wide receiver? Okay.
Don't ask.
I don't know. It looks pretty good. Your starting lineup's really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, back to you, Gavin.
I have no idea what that even was, but here, hold up. Since Chris didn't feel like updating the points on the website, I'm gonna have to look at the iRacing HUD. And I'll tell you what, Connor, missing Daytona was a little bit of a hurdle for you when it came to points, but you've recovered quite well. Even after Auto Club, you came back with that win in Vegas, came back with a second place at Atlanta. You're sitting 8th here tonight. What's your experience on road courses, and do you think you can maintain that position in the points or even go higher?
Oh, I can go higher. What type of question is that?
Well, Connor, come on. I mean, Connor.
Who's even in front of me? Wait, let me pull it up. Wait.
Frank DeAngelis, Ethan Harrison, Jerry, Miles, Chris, Thurston, and Hyder. Miles is not mid. Miles has been kicking, but Miles was kicking your ass. You wrecked Miles at Vegas. You wrecked his shit. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
You wrecked his shit at Vegas.
Okay, wait. Let me go through the people, right?
Sure.
Okay, AJ. He's AJ.
Yeah.
I'm not passing him. Thurston. Wait. Oh wait. Let me pull up all cars. Wait. Okay, I did have it up. Thurston. He doesn't even show up anymore, right? No, he does show up. Never mind. Chris is beatable. It'll take a few races, but he's beatable. Miles, he's gonna crash out one of these races, and I'm gonna pass him.
Yeah, by you. You're gonna wreck.
Jerry is really overrated. He's like a 10th
The-
place guy.
No,
not
he-
not a 5th place guy.
He was chasing you down at Vegas.
Yeah, but
Henry's actually in the audience.
Hey! Guess who didn't pass me though? Ethan Harrison.
Because you fucking wrecked everyone.
Ethan Harrison's overrated. I'm just gonna say that right
Okay,
now.
you might have a point with him. He doesn't know how to finish races.
Frank the Angelist, I don't think he showed up the last 2 weeks.
Not true.
I can hear you.
He didn't show up Atlanta, right?
He showed up at Auto Club. I remember that because Marcus almost slammed into him full throttle while he was trying to kill
yeah.
Moonjones.
Okay, but he's definitely not showing up this week, so he's mid. And then I'm gonna give a quick shout to Aiden Smith in 12th. He's really slow.
I agree.
Up there.
You know, fun fact about Aiden Smith the fourth. Twice now has he crashed before the pace car even started moving. He did it at Pocono, and then he did it again at fucking Auto Club. I was making dialed in this week, and I noticed it. I was like, "What the fuck was he doing?"
I'm just gonna give a quick little shout out to Jacob Quill. He has 2 points right now, and he's in 69th place.
Yeah, well, the reason why is because he got rammed in the ass by Aiden Smith at Auto Club on the pit road. He was the one that he hit.
That's fair.
But anyway, Connor, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. All right, don't commit too much terrorism tonight. All right? Okay, he will.
What a
He will.
great.
Wait, how many penalty points do I have?
I think you're at 1.5 now because I think you had a.
I still can't wreck anyone. Oh my god.
I mean, you could probably get away with one and get half a point.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you're at 1.5 now, so you're kind of good. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm letting you go, Connor. Goodbye.
Bye.
And finally, we have one more. Jerry!
Yeah.
Jerry! The comments keep telling me that I can't call you Jeremy. They keep making fun of me because I call you Jeremy instead of Jerry.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Derek, talk to us. You just heard what Connor said about, how you're mid. What is your response to that?
Let's see here. Let's start at Daytona. Back straight. Final lap. I get absolutely doored the shit out of, and I end up 18th in the grass. Move on to, what was next?
Vegas.
I
right reared the guy down the back straight, but besides that, I got second at the end.
Oh, very nice.
Auto Club. Run top 10 and was picking up the pace on the long runs, and I was running down the leaders until the caution came out, and we had a restart, and then Caden slid up the track. I was coming down the track, and we just ran into each other. And then on top of that, let's go even further on top of that. Immediately under that caution, my internet went out. So I wasn't able to finish that race. So I ended up with like a 28th or something like that. I don't remember what it was. Going past that, onto Atlanta. Top 3 all day. Not top 3. Top 5 all day. Up until I got mired in traffic on a restart. Which then I died to netcode, which, Gavin, thank you for calling that out big time last week. And then I died on another restart when the track was blocked. And I ended up at the back. So it's been a string of bad luck for me over these past few races. But I will say, today, Watkins Glen, this is probably the place I need to run well because this is a track I can easily get a top 5 in. I hate to say it with confidence and such like that, but I know I can get a top 5 here today. This is pretty much going to be a safety cushion for me.
Yeah, you went over the whole thing at this point. I mean, you've had such a rough part of your season. You've had great performances, great speed at every single race so far this season. And even after all that, you're saying 5th in points. You're still comfortable. But right now ahead of you got Miles, you got Chris, you got James, and you got Alex. Now, I want to ask here tonight, can you beat Hyder at Watkins Glen, do you think?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think that's going to be a no.
Boo.
If my practice, okay, I would like to go on the practice thing real quick.
Practicing?
I haven't been able to practice.
What the
until
fuck?
Sunday.
Never mind.
Oh my god!
What?
Guys, you need to practice to beat
I
Hyder!
will say this. I have picked up a second since preseason testing, so there's a better shot. Considering I was only like about a second and a half off in preseason testing, so I'm a lot closer, I would say, this time around in terms of hot lap pace, but long run pace is going to be the telling story of that one.
So, Gavin, I don't know if
Yeah?
you noticed, but Connor's trying to get back in. Should we let him back in?
Well, I already invited him back in. I'm assuming that he wanted to come back in because
There
he wanted to fight Jerry, but he might have just
No,
wanted.
no, no. I just wanted to also point out that I didn't show up to Daytona, so I really should be like third in points.
Well, you're not. Get out. All right, Jerry, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I love the confidence, and hopefully you can make this race a little interesting tonight.
That's a tip for all that. See you, Gavin.
So yeah. And hey, let's bring in someone else. He might have been listening to the broadcast and wanted to come in here to make his point clear. Hey, Aiden Smith, get in here. So, Aiden Smith, I was shit talking you earlier. Connor was shit talking you earlier. You're shit.
Wait, what?
Because you're
I was
shit.
gonna watch this.
Because you're
How
shit.
shit.
Because you ran. Okay, so at Pocono.
Wait.
What?
I need to. So, Aiden, talk to us. I have a question for you. Why, on God's green earth, this earth that, if you believe it, God created for us, did you think that it was a good idea to stay out on
I knew you
full
were gonna ask
tires
that.
in Atlanta?
It was perfectly fine until the reason I wrecked is not because of the tires, right? I hit the wall coming out of 2, and I straightened the wheel to like get it back under control. And when I turned up to go up the track, back towards the wall, how you normally run the track, the back end just stepped out. It had nothing to do with my old tires, nothing to do with my strategy.
So you suck, is what you're saying.
It was perfectly fine until you hit the gas on the
Yeah,
restart.
it's perfectly fine till you hit the wall.
That first restart, when I was leading, it was fine. Like, I fell back, obviously, because I have as much grip, but it's
You
not like I
left for
just
half a
shoot back
dog.
immediately. Okay, well, yes, I got past my hider on fresh tires. I don't know what you want me to do. I can't even keep up with them on fresh tires.
Aiden Smith.
Gotta make something happen.
All right, well, Aiden, you're coming into tonight here. You are right on the bubble, 12th place. Even with the inconsistency, you've been able to give yourself a good run here, 100 points. How are you feeling about your confidence coming into Watkins Glen, the first road course of the season?
I did some practicing earlier, and I found out you can't shift down to second. So, I mean, I'm confident in my ability to keep the car straight. Whether I do that fast is another story. But I think if I just keep myself clean, like I kind of have been doing for the past 4 weeks, I can get my best finish of the season. Because up to this point, I finished 15 3 times. I need to break through and like get through. But yeah, I think if I just keep it clean, then I mean, who knows what'll happen.
All right, well, Aiden, I'm going to go ahead and let you go here. You're seeing right now on the bubble, a lot of pressure coming tonight to maintain that point gap over Chabinski right behind you. Hopefully you have a good run. Maybe you can get a little bit better than 15th.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Now, with that, we have about 5 minutes left to go before we get into practice. And I was mentioning this earlier, but I want to give an opportunity here, if I can. Let me quickly see something. One moment. I'm trying to see if I can show off the points here. Because the thing is, Chris was supposed to do that for me.
Chris sucks. Everyone hates Chris. Um, well, it makes it fun for us because, it makes it fun for us because we're going to have a good championship fight between these two. I think it's just going to get worse. Honestly, I think it's just going to get worse because, listen, it's like we don't know what Thurston's going to do going into Watkins Glen, but we know Hyder's going to be one of the favorites. So if Hyder goes out and dominates and Thurston's in the back, that's going to feel that even more. Knowing that he's one of the favorites, but also knowing that, Hyder's kind of that top dog. So Thurston's going to be looking at that and thinking that, he thinks he should be that top dog, but everyone's looking at Hyder.
Okay, so two things. One, you had a great analysis. Actually, I have three things. One, you had a great analysis. Two, I didn't have my mic set up, so no one heard me there. Thirdly, Mr. Aiden Smith, the points do change a little bit, but it was already mixed up. Don't worry about that. But yeah, no, you're right there, Armani. When it comes to these two, it's going to make things a lot more exciting for us. And also, I am hoping that they crash. I'm hoping that they crash, because if they crash and they start getting angry at each other, oh, that's going to be great. But
Connor,
Connor,
you listening? You know what to do.
Connor, you know what to do. Here. Connor, you know what to do.
Put your hand down.
Put your hand down. All right, but going down the list here, Lily right now in third. He's had a very consistent, quiet season so far throughout the top 10 in all the races. A bit of a flunder at Auto Club. Got involved in one of those wrecks late with Freddie Grube, but he's able to keep it steady in third. Miles Davis. Oh, God. So Miles Davis, a little bit of an update here for you guys about him. He got into a little bit of trouble this week regarding his paint scheme. Now, we did not notice it on the broadcast, or at least I didn't. But Miles has been known for running cars that just look like amalgamations. Sometimes there's faces on them. Sometimes there's just random colors. But at Atlanta, I didn't notice this. But on the bumper of Miles Davis's car was an image of, I believe I want to say it was Kanye. I might be wrong. It might have been Drake. It was either Drake or Kanye. It was a picture of Kanye getting head from a woman, but the part where the girl was actually sucking the dick part was cut off, so we didn't actually see the dick. But yeah, so Chris told him to fix that. So why? I don't know. I don't get it. But Miles will be having a new scheme here tonight. Either that, or he's gonna go ahead and change the picture to something else. Hopefully Miles doesn't get in trouble for this, because he's having a fantastic season so far. He has been in contention for a lot of these race wins so far. He was up front at Vegas before he got Osama bin Trafarid. He was up front he was one of the fastest guys at Atlanta. So overall, he's been having a really good year, sitting fourth. Jerry Cook, we talked to him earlier. He has a lot of confidence coming into tonight's race. He might even be able to have enough to go after Hyder. We'll have to wait and see. I'm surprised Ethan Harrison is in sixth, I'll be honest. He has had a lackluster year. It seems like he wrecks every race, but just his consistency. I mean, he has an average finish of 14th. That's not good. But the fact that he's made all the races, plus the fact that he just always seems to be able to finish it even with the wrecks that he doesn't get involved in, he finds himself in sixth. Frank DeAngelis, I believe, missed Atlanta this week, so he's down at seventh. He did lead the points after Las Vegas. He's had a great two races to start off. At Auto Club, he charged to the field to get a top 10 after getting a one-lap penalty due to missing his contig. So DeAngelis, first off, he needs to get that contig thing situation fixed up, because, yeah, he's only going to keep getting more penalties the longer that he keeps withholding it. But he's staying comfortably in seventh. We talked to Connor, who's in eighth. Connor has a win so far this season at Las Vegas. Great run there for him. He had a great run at Atlanta, finished second. We'll see how he fares here tonight at Watkins Glen. And now we get to some of the guys here at the bottom that I'm kind of shocked about. Aiden Arevalo, sitting with a low average finish of 15th, is somehow in ninth. I don't remember seeing him often, but he's in ninth. Got Richard Cheery in 10th. He had a really bad run at Atlanta. He was up there in that top 5 in points going into that race. He lost so many spots after that. He's going to have to recover well. He's looking pretty confident here at Watkins Glen. We'll see how he fares. Keola Hankins in 11th. Had a great run at Auto Club. And Aiden Smith, not a really great run anywhere. He's hoping to change that here tonight in 12th. So those are the 12 guys that are sitting within our playoff bubble. We got a few guys right behind him, including Chabinski, Swagger, Warren, Gallagher. We'll see how they fare here tonight, but now the session should be opening up here in a few moments, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we will be right back.